Since 1999, Networks Theatre has been a home to English-speaking theatre in Orihuela, Spain. The theatre, founded by Nick Moore, has presented over 110 shows. From children's shows through to plays, musicals, theatre and education, and our proud history of 18 specially written pantomimes. Pull up a chair and join us as we meet another of our wonderful company in Networks Theatre, Conversations with. Hello everybody and welcome to Networks Theatre Conversations with, our weekly chance to catch up with some of the actors and actresses who've made a memorable contribution to our time in Orihuela in our 23-year history. And today we're going across to Madrid to talk to Teresa Pedrera. Good morning, Teresa.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, very well. I always start off these with asking a kind of resume of what you've been doing since you left Orihuela and since you left Networks Theatre.
Okay. I left in 2012, went to Barcelona, finished school, did the international baccalaureate, whatever.
Okay.
And then I applied to study abroad in the US. I went to Columbia College Hollywood in Los Angeles.
Right. So you went across to California.
Yeah.
How old were you when you went across there?
18.
18. That's an incredible move at the age of 18.
Yeah. Yes, but now I realize that when it was happening, it just felt what we have been preparing for it almost 2 years in the almost 2 years, the last 2 years of school. You have to apply, it's like a big process. So I was ready for it. Now I see it like, wow.
Yeah, because I have some 18-year-olds who can't tie their own shoelaces. What subject did you study over at Columbia?
I did what did I do? Film and TV, and then I majored in acting. Okay. So for the first 2 years, you do a little bit of every branch of film. Wow. Directing, producing, writing, sound, art.
Okay.
Like every single one of them.
Is this the same course that Tommy Chathara did?
No, he went for like an exchange program with his university in Canada, I believe, and then he took like a acting course there.
Right. Okay. So after you came back from California, you went back to Madrid? Yes.
The thing was that my college, I didn't like my university at all. It was bullshit acting program. Anyway, it sucked. Sorry. So I decided to change. So then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go there, talk to them, be like, where's my record? I want to leave. And when I did that, they pulled out my record and they were like, well, we have good news and bad news. The good news is that you're graduating, like you're done. And the bad news is that once you're done and you've done already, because you have a year that you can work there while you have the student or like after you finish your degree.
Yes.
And I did that while I was studying. Right. So I finished like in half the time with that year already in it. And they were like, so we can't sign your visa anymore. So you're done. And I'm like,
you had to leave America.
Yeah. Or apply for another visa, like an artist visa or something like that. And when I started doing the process, because I never thought of coming back, I realized I wasn't waking up every day to do that at all.
Yeah.
And I wasn't happy there. Like it's just, the experience is amazing. And
I saw a lot of pictures of you modeling. Is that something you did during your course?
Yes. It's very embarrassing.
Quite incredible photo shoots you were part of.
Thank you. No, it's a bit embarrassing because I think I've worked more as a model than as an actress.
Well, nothing wrong. Don't knock it, you know.
I know. No, yeah, I know.
If only people would come calling for me, but they don't, you know. Make the most of it.
But it was never the plan. Never the plan. And,
Sure. So when you came back to Madrid,
yeah.
What have you been doing since then?
I started, well, when I arrived here, because you come from there, I already have representation here. That I spent 2 weeks in Madrid because I had never lived here before. It was completely new and I came here before leaving the US, if I was crazy or not. Like, it's going to be a big change. Can you do this? And those 2 weeks were amazing. And I met my agent, who's my agent now too, before moving, because they think you're coming from the US, so you're like special.
Sure. Has this helped you get work?
Yes, I'm at least I mean, I haven't been in any production here yet, but the castings I get are amazing.
Yeah, sure.
But like the first casting I did in my life was for Terminator, and like 2 after that I did like 10 parts for Woody Allen. And I still am so shocked, like, why are you giving me this? But they think, oh, you're coming from the US, you must be good.
Oh, sure.
Whatever.
Okay.
I'm gonna play my cards.
Yeah. We're here to talk about Networks Theatre as well. And your time with us began, let me have a look at my list, in 2007 with Junior Saves Christmas. Now, how old would you have been on that first theatre course?
10.
10. Okay. And who was your teacher at Networks?
James?
It's not a trick question, you know. I think maybe you were with James, because Dennis and I were talking last night, and we think that you were with James, myself, and Dennis at Networks.
Yeah.
Yes. So you were with James. He offered you the golden ticket to participate in the theatre course, like Willy Wonka, Charlie. And were you really up for it, or we weren't sure what
absolutely.
it was?
I absolutely. It was like the goal. It was like an honor, like the big kids did that, and we have been doing it in class as well, like little performances and all that. And for some reason, that felt like all I wanted to do. I think I was there just to do theater, and I wasn't even aware of how much that was going to mean.
Yeah, but you were aware at that age that theater or cinema was something you wanted to do?
Yeah, no, it started there. At that moment, I felt like I wanted to do it all the time.
Yeah.
It was just like a feeling. And then later, after doing a few shows and being with you for a little bit, I was like, okay, I'm realizing this is where I feel comfortable.
Okay. You did other theatre courses as well. You did Scrooge and Who Shot the Sheriff. What do you remember about that show?
Nothing.
Great. I remember that you were one of the baddies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thank you. All dressed in black, I remember. And yeah.
That's in probably a few songs.
And then, well, Color My World was a big song. And you can color my world with sunshine yellow each day. Okay. For anybody watching this, we're actually recording this in the morning, and I'm wondering whether it's a little bit early for Teresa. But
absolutely.
Okay. Scrooge, you played a ghost. Which ghost were you? Do you remember? No?
Different types of ghosts?
Different types of ghosts. Yeah, you're the ghost of Christmas Present.
No.
Well, it's good that mother remembers, isn't it?
Yes.
But let's move on to when you were slightly older. Your final show in our small theatre. You participated in that final show. in March 2012,
Mm.
and it was Treasure Island.
Mm.
Do you remember anything about Treasure Island?
No, the old theater, I remember.
Yeah, absolutely. It was quite a small space, wasn't it?
Yes.
You were then with us as we went to the bigger theater. So
Yeah.
you're one of the unique people that did the last show in the old theater and the
Yes.
first show in the new theater. Do you remember the name of that show?
Probably. Wait, sí estaba Scrooge. No, Junior Saves Christmas, Scrooge, then Treasure Island, and no.
It's about a ship that sinks.
It was what?
About a ship that sinks.
Oh no, that was the first one. That wasn't the second one in the news.
That was the first one. It was Titanic Ship of Dreams. And I gave you the part of a histrionic, over the top actress.
Yeah.
Now,
wow.
have you ever stopped to wonder that maybe it was kind of partly written for you?
No. Yes. Yes, I've thought about it.
But it was a very, very well received performance, wasn't it?
It was awesome. It was, yeah, it kind of, I know it's cliche, but it kind of changed my life. Like, obviously other things in life had to happen for me to pursue this crazy career. Yeah. But that was the change, the part that made me realize I just wanted to be on stage all the time. Like I'd rather be on stage than anywhere else.
You mentioned that you have something on your bedside table at night. What is it?
Yeah.
Alex Theatre is never very far away. What does it say? What does it say?
Best supporting actress. My name, Della Houston, Titanic Ship of Dreams, 2012.
2012, about 10 years ago. Yeah. But the thing is, it was one of those parts that you're not on stage very much, but the impact of that character is so memorable that people voted for you in the best supporting actress. It's great.
Yeah. Why did they do that?
Do you remember if you died or survived at the end?
I think I died.
Yeah, I think both Della and Max both died. Partly I killed the character of Max because a lot of people traveling across from Eastern Europe went to Hollywood and became film directors. A lot of the early cinema is peppered with these Russian, Polish, Estonian, the names, all of those names. And Max went down with the ship. And you imagine the films he might have made. So there, lots of little things are sewn into Titanic that I'm not necessarily sure everyone always realized the full story. Yeah. But there we are. Good. Okay. Then after Titanic Ship of Dreams, you did a pantomime with us. That was your cat, I assume, was it? Yes.
Oh my gosh, she's such a meow. I'm like, what?
Okay, you're talking about the cat, yes? Okay.
I did Beauty and the Beast.
You did. What do you remember about doing pantomime?
I remember being so much, it was so much fun. And at the same time, I was very disappointed with myself because you told me, let's look for a part for you. I can teach you how to sing. I can help you with that. I can work with you. And I said no. And I would still say no, I think. So no lot has changed. But I felt like at that point, I already knew I was leaving, and I was like, I'd rather have fun didn't feel
Yeah,
too
I
much.
don't think I said I can teach you how to sing. I said we can help you. We'll try and help
Oh
you with
yes,
singing. Yeah.
yeah, like yeah, exactly. Like
No, but
I'll come
you
along with
knew
you.
you were leaving Orihuela and you were going because of family circumstances.
Yeah,
You were moving to Madrid.
no, to Barcelona
Barcelona, sorry, Barcelona.
first.
You were what, 13, 14 at the time?
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, 14. So, I mean, for many people, they would then 15, 16, 17, 18, they would go on to be with us for more productions. But
Yeah,
because of your family circumstances, your
yeah,
time was cut short.
yeah. It was cut short very suddenly, and I think leaving Networks Theater was one of the worst downsides of leaving Norihuela for sure. Like you remember every time I went down, I would go visit you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Like I miss it till today.
And I remember once, I don't know what you remember about this, but you sent me a WhatsApp voice message from Las Vegas. Do you remember what you said? I really wish I could find it. Maybe I've saved it somewhere.
Okay.
I'm not
I'm gonna
sure.
look for it too.
If you can find it, send it to me. And we'll
Okay.
include part of it on this. But
Yeah.
what do you remember saying in that message?
I don't remember exactly, but I'm sure I said like everything reminds me of you here because of the shows, and it still does. Like whenever I go to the theater now, or whenever I see a musical or a big production or a good production up on stage, I think about you mm, unconsciously. Like I can't. It
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
reminds
That's
me of
lovely.
it.
Yeah. So you sit down to watch a show and you have a kind of flashback to
Oh, and in
Networks.
New York, oh, so
Really?
much.
What, little old Networks Theatre in Orihuela del Señor?
See. No,
Oh,
absolutely. I saw Blackbird, and I think that's the best play I've seen in my life. And I've put it as a scene. I've translated to Spanish. I've cut it short on stage as well. Like I love that play, and I always thought it would be great.
Blackbird was Audra McDonald.
Yeah. Blackbird was
Billie Holiday.
um Jeff, no, Michelle Williams, and this other. Yeah, it's been a long time since I haven't seen it, but Blackbird.
We'll cut this bit out.
Okay, great. What? Um, and I always thought I wanted to do that in Networks Theater. Yeah, David Harbour. Oh, yeah, I know this.
Is it Audra McDonald?
It's David Harbour.
Horowitz?
Don't
know.
I don't know.
Okay, don't worry.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that every time I went to New York, I went to a Broadway play. I thought, like, you're here, like, why do you have to do that? And I thought about you all the time.
That's great. That's great. It's been great chatting to you today. We always finish up with, well, I normally ask a final question. I think you might have answered it already. What has Networks Theatre brought to your life?
Networks Theatre changed my life. Well, it changed my life because it made me find a space where I felt at home without being home, in where I felt like I just wanted to continue exploring probably forever.
That's great. That's great. And I must just mention your sister, who adopted a dog from a soccer.
Yeah. Cranberry. Oh, she's beautiful. She's so naughty, but she's beautiful.
Is that Cranberry or your sister?
My sister.
Oh, okay.
Grammar is me. Grammar is the only sane one in the family.
I should just mention for anybody watching that I'm the artistic director of Networks Theatre, but I'm also a volunteer at the local dog rescue and cat rescue. And Teresa,
I rescued my cats here in Madrid, but they're brother and sister, and I saw a paper on the window,
you know, like,
and when I saw them, I'm like, okay. And I had just asked my landlord if I could have cats or dogs or whatever, and she said, do whatever you think is best.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
But she wasn't like not in a happy way, more like in a mother way. Like, you better not do it, you know?
Okay.
And I was like, and I waited for like a week, and then I was like, I think it's best to have them. So
that's great. Anyway, adopt, don't shop. That's what we say, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to finish off with 2 minutes of crazy questions. Are you ready for this?
Like that? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you ready for this?
Yeah. Go.
Here we go. Well, if there's anything else you'd like to add about your time at Networks. No. We've talked about the shows. We've talked about Las Vegas. We've talked about California.
New York, Barcelona.
New York, Barcelona. Yeah. Okay, so here come your 2 minutes of silly questions. Can you make a balloon animal?
No.
Okay. What's the best city in the world?
Madrid.
Okay, why?
Because it's ready for everyone and everything.
Okay. What book changed your life?
No.
Pizza or pasta?
Pasta every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite sauce?
All of them. Ketchup. No.
Ketchup?
Oh yeah. I can eat pasta 3 times a day.
Okay. Go and work on a summer camp in Italy. You will. What day of the week were you born on?
Friday.
Okay. Can you
10:30 at night.
Can you name the members of ABBA?
No, I just know they're Swedish.
Okay. What would you, which famous person from history would you like to meet?
Oof, that would be really creepy. I don't think. I don't know.
Okay. Dogs or cats?
Oh, it's always been dogs, but now it's cats, and I'm happy to discover this new species.
Okay. What would you prefer to do? Speak a speech, sing a song, or dance a dance?
Dance a dance.
Okay. We didn't talk about you being a dancer. That's good. How many pairs of shoes do you own?
Too many for my wardrobe, too little for my life.
And on that note, that brings us to the end of the 2 minutes.
That's it.
That's it, 2 minutes. That's a really, not enough for too many for my wardrobe, not enough for my life. Yeah, absolutely.
For real.
Teresa, it's been a pleasure to talk to you today.
A pleasure to talk to you too.
Thank you for giving up your time for Networks Theatre Conversations with.
You tell my boss.
Did you take time off work?
Oh, yeah, of course.
What? I told you. Anyway, that's life. Okay. Thank you so much for giving up your time this morning. And next time you're in Orihuela, please do come and see us.
I will. Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There you are, everybody. Thank you for watching another episode of Networks Theatre Conversations with. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.